Greetings everyone. I am Mabuto Nicholas Mabena, Chairman of the Zimbabwe Community in South Africa and Executive Member of the African Diaspora Forum. In this video, we want to talk about the process of applying for a permit in South Africa. We have received many inquiries from individuals either who are in South Africa or who live across the continent who want to understand how one applies for a work visa or work permit. But before we proceed, please like this video, share it with your friends or through your contacts, and subscribe. Since 2014, the South African government signed an agreement with the VFS that all visa applications or permit applications are done through VFS. In some countries across the continent where VFS offices are not there, one submit their applications at the South African embassies. Now, in most cases, a person comes to South Africa for interviews, job interview, they get a job. You are therefore required to go back to your country of origin to apply for a permit, because the law says you cannot change your condition when you are in South Africa. When you came in in what is known as a visitor's visa. Now, when you want to migrate from a visitor's visa to a normal work visa or a work permit, you ought to go to your country of origin and apply from there. In some countries, as I have said, there are VFS offices. What the South African government normally does, we have seen it in Zimbabwe, is that if you are applying for a permit in your country of origin, they uphold your passport until the entire process is completed, which normally takes about 2 months. We do not know why that is done, but at the moment this is what is happening. So it's important to note that all visa or permit applications are done through VFS or through various South African embassies across the African continent. Then there is what is called critical skills visas. We are talking about the categories of visas. These are listed in the website of the Department of Home Affairs and also in the website of VFS. So it's important that before you make any application, you must check if in terms of qualifications, your skills or your qualifications are listed as considered to be critical skills in South Africa, to an extent that you can then apply for a critical skills visa. All these are listed in the website of Home Affairs and in the website of the VFS. Then there is a general work visa. Assuming you are a holder of a Zimbabwe exemption permit or any other visa, you are already working in South Africa, but you want to migrate from the special permit in the case of Zimbabweans, and your qualifications or your skills are not listed under critical skills, but your company requires your services to remain working in the Republic. Your company and yourself, you have to apply for what is called a waiver from the Department of Labor in South Africa. If the Department of Labor grants you a waiver, you can then apply for what is called a general work visa. This happens mostly to people who are educators. So you are a mathematics teacher in some provinces, say in Eastern Cape, but the mathematics is not listed as a critical skills visa in terms of your qualifications. But the Department of Education still requires you to continue teaching as a mathematics teacher or a science teacher, the Department of Labor will waiver that, and then you apply for a general work visa. The other category that is then is that if you are married either to a South African or to a person who's on a visa in South Africa, you can apply under that person, whether it's a spouse or is your partner or you're accompanying the person as provided for in the Immigration Act. Again, the application is done in your country of origin. But what is important to note with a spouse visa or a partner's visa or accompanying visa is that you are not required to take up employment. So what the general requirements would be for the person whom you are accompanying or whom you are applying under to prove that they will be looking after you financially. This is why they will require a 3 months bank statement, prove that indeed you are partners or you are married, and all these needs that are requirements that are needed, and then you apply for that. But you are not allowed to take up employment. We have noted, which is of great concern, that there are people that fall victims to corrupt officials who are granted fake permits or fake visas. What generally happens is that you make an application through an agent. An agent will go with you to a Home Affairs offices. They will give you a sticker, a permit sticker. A permit sticker, when you look at it, is authentic. But the only problem is that that sticker is not entered into the system. They will then put the sticker in your passport, ask you to pay, say, 15,000 rands or 20,000 rands. We've come across people that have paid this kind of money. They will then put that sticker in your passport. When you go to the port of entry, they scan your permit. It does not show in the system. So that becomes, or that is a fake permit. And the penalty is that you are charged with fraud or banned to come to South Africa, maybe for 5 years or so, depending on the officials at the port of entry. So it is important, therefore, to understand that you cannot apply for a permit through an agent. You submit an application through the VFS or through the embassy. We ourselves as an organization, as the Zimbabwe community in South Africa, or as the African Diaspora Forum, we cannot receive any application for a permit for anyone because we are not authorized to do that. You submit your application at the VFS. We can only assist you in submitting at the VFS. You pay the money at VFS. They have a bank account. Normally they bank with the Standard Bank. You do the application online. They will direct you, give you a bank account where you pay the money. We can only come in once you have submitted and your application has taken longer to be processed, to inquire with the Department of Home Affairs to say how far with this application. But us and any other person are not required to act as an agent and asking you to complete documents which we then submit on your behalf. We are not allowed to do that. So it is important that all applications are done at the VFS. So we thought it was important that we explain this process because we every day we receive complaints from individuals who are saying, I paid 15,000 rands. When I go to the port of entry, I was told that my visa is fake or my permit is fake. And the reason being fake is that the official will have given you a sticker which is genuine, but that sticker is not entered into the system. So it's basically a fake permit. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please write down your comments, post them to us, we'll continue to engage. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe. Bye bye.